Hey, what's going on there, guys? It's your boy, PDX Mark, PDX M4RK, and I want to tell you guys a story about 2015, back when I was 15 years old, and I had an iPhone 5S, and on that iPhone 5S, I played my first Gacha game, known as Brave Frontier. And bro, this game was so good. It was a sprite-based game, as you can see here. Alright, so it was all sprite-based. Here's all your characters, and you would tap on the characters here to attack. Open image and new tab. Look at this, bro. This would be on your phone, and you would collect these characters from a gacha pull system, and then you'd like press on him and he would do an attack. You press on her and she would do an attack, and they would have ultimates too. They were called the Brave Bursts, bro. And look, bro, in Genshin Impact, right, in Genshin Impact you get two characters to pick from to start with, right? You get Lumine and Aether. Not in Brave Frontier 2015, bro. Not in Brave Frontier 2015, baby. Here you can see the starter characters. I had this blonde guy. He had lightning powers. There's this grass dude here. You know, two waifus that you could start with. They look incredible, by the way. And then this guy here, who's obviously the game's mascot, poster boy. I found... this isn't quite it, man, because they have like the evolved version of this blonde guy, and this isn't what he looked like for me. This is like all of their final forms, because they would go through like an ascension evolution. That's how good this game was, bro. But effectively, you got to pick one of these starter characters. I remember I had her, bro. She was like super rare pull. When the game came out, she was like the Venti. You know what I'm saying, bro? And this game was incredible. And I had like my blonde dude here. I had the chick with the spike. I'm pretty sure I had Night Zephyr. I feel like Night Zephyr is probably one that everybody gets. But this game was so good. There was an auto battle mode, so it kind of felt like AFK Arena. But apparently this game's been out since 2013. I started playing it in 2015, and I loved it, bro. I adored it. I could not put it down. And I remember, here's all the starter characters. It's very important we see this. Look how good these sprites were, bro. I had this dude here. They all had elements. It was so good, man. They had like a dark element. I remember I had the girl with the staff, and she was like the purple bad element. You know what I'm saying? Brave Frontier, bro. Man, I love this game. We need to find some Brave Frontier gameplay, bro. You guys need to see what it was like. This is what it was like, chat. Oh my. Imagine seeing this in like 2013, 2015 on your phone, bro. Especially as a Final Fantasy fan. Someone who's like played 4, 5, and 6. I was really into Pokemon at the time. All the menus were a mess. Like, I remember not loving this. I really want to play this game. Here's all the game modes. I wonder which character this guy picks. Let's see. An hour. Okay, so he obviously picked her. Fair enough. Or he's sending her a friend request. I see some combat. Wait, is that... I see a list of characters. Okay, so he went with the red guy. Looks like he's got some kind of pyro team. And yeah, you could get like all the monsters in the game, but what you would do is you would use these monsters to level up your existing characters. But you could also use them in your party theoretically, but you just, I don't know why you would ever want to. You want like the characters that you got from the pulls, you know? Already showing us his little team setup. Even seeing the red guy fire, dude, this is so good. Look how beautiful these sprites are, man. Please, can we get this game back? Why can't I play this? I'm crying. You see what you gotta fuse the units. You gotta fuse the units, make them stronger. Let's see this combat, bro. This is what it was like. Okay, so he's just got auto on. On to the next room. It was so good, bro. He's got a pretty cool team, man. And I remember one time, I was in the car with my cousin Oleg. He's like 2 years older than me. And I was playing this game, and he was like, "You play Brave Frontier?" And I was like, "You know Peak?" And then we talked about it, and it was really cool. I sent him a friend request. And I remember he started with the fire guy, and I started with the lightning guy. And there was just something cool about it. It was like he picked Charmander, and I picked Squirtle almost, you know? This game was so peak, bro. Like, I can't explain to you guys how much I love this game and how much I want to play this game. Out of every game that's currently dead and unplayable, this is the one I wish was playable and I want to play the most. Because it's not on the App Store anymore. I don't know how to play it. I need to find. I'm honestly gonna. It would be a lot better to play on my phone, because that's how I used to play it. But imagine if I could play this game in 2026, 2027, and have cross save from my PC and my phone, bro. I'd be so happy. Call it Brave Frontier 2 and don't change a thing. I'm just nostalgic, bro. I played this game for a long time. I don't know why I ever stopped. I stopped playing this game because I stopped playing video games, you know? But man, this game was so good. The team... Oh, there's my guy. The team building and combat is what I miss most. The art style, the characters look so cool, bro. I love how the characters are drawn. It really reminds me of like Sega almost, but back then I didn't know what Sega was. I'm sure most people watching this video don't know what Sega is. You know? Brave Frontier, man. So fun. I really miss this game. I love this game. You had to tap the chest to open it, bro. Like, man, I wish I could play this right now. I'm crying that I can't. Dude, you guys don't understand. I had like the blonde starter character, right? I had like and I had her. I promise you guys, I had her. She was like my only 5-star. She was my only 5-star. And I had this dude here. I had this dude here. He was my starter character. I don't know. I feel like red guy's probably the coolest, but this guy, he's definitely pretty cool too. I don't know. They're all really dope. The two waifus are awesome as well. I promise you guys I had her. I can't prove it, but I remember. I remember her because like, trust me. I remember. You're 13 and you see this character on your phone. You remember it. She was my only 5-star. Man, I love this game. Man, I wish I could play this game. I love the art style. I love everything about it. I want to play this game so bad. This was me. You guys don't understand this blonde guy here. This was my starter character, but this was my sprite. This was my Cloud, you know. Anyways, I looked up Brave Frontier, and apparently Brave Frontier is back. King is back.
So nothing short of a miracle happened the other day. I guess you could say it's a miracle, but you know, we have to see how it is once it eventually is out in our hands. But Brave Frontier is back. And if you don't believe me, just look at this right here.
That's it. I mean, it's pretty close. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Let's go, baby!
Brave Frontier,
I'm actually really
a game
excited.
that inspired many of the games
really
that I have
excited,
played
bro.
today, like Glass Claudia and Grand Summoners. A game that I actually never really played whenever it was out, but I've heard tales. I've heard so much praise for this game whenever it was a thing. And even now, years later, after this game has been gone, I still hear people talk about how they wish this game would come back, which got me very interested as soon as I saw this. And I just saw the little bit of gameplay, which I know was pretty choppy because it is on their website. I was like, wait, is this actually Brave Frontier? I was looking around, and on the website, plus this image here, which was the original image I saw, I kept seeing this Elim dev team here. And I was like, I feel like I know this dev. I feel like I've seen this dev before. And going into a website like Glitchwave, it actually says that they made Brave Frontier, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, Brave Frontier 2, and, you know, all these other games. And these are games that they developed, not published, but actually developed. Which also on this site made me quickly realize, oh, their parent company was Gumi, which I always thought were just the devs of Brave Frontier, Brave Exvius, you know, all those other games. I never realized it was Elim too. I mean, it may have been on the title screen for Brave Exvius, but I just never put 2 and 2 together or couldn't remember it because it's been forever since I played Brave Exvius. Y'all see Final Fantasy Resonance coming out though? It says that this is scheduled for release in 2027, primarily in Japan and North America, which is weird why they would limit themselves to only 2 regions in the very beginning, but maybe they're calling it like the NA version, but it's gonna just be the global version. And it's not region locked, so people in the UK, Canada, you know, all that can...
I mean, listen, I'm in the US now, so I'm happy that I'm gonna be able to play it. But what if I move? You know, I really hope it's global.
And play it, because there are
Guys, before, when I started making this video, I had no idea they were actually going to make the game again. I promise you. I'm unbelievably excited. I have to pick my blonde sprite. I might go with the red guy or the green guy or the waifu. We'll see, but I'm definitely leaning towards, for nostalgia purposes, going with my blonde guy again.
Tons of people out there that love Brave Frontier all over the world. And I feel like some of the best things you can do, especially if you are wanting this to come back, is get as many of the OG people on board. Like Ushi Gaming Channel, dude, I bet you that guy is going crazy. I haven't seen his videos recently, but I feel like
bring back Brave Frontier. This was peak.
He fainted at this news. But being back with the original devs did beg a question, was why did it fail to begin with? And after doing a few Reddit searches, a lot of people were saying, you know, probably wasn't profitable enough, probably due to technical issues because they made Brave Frontier 2 to kind of revolutionize and push the median forward. Not to mention they had a lot of different clones of Brave Frontier that kind of took away from the original game, like for example Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, which was literally almost a one-to-one, kind of, not entirely, but you know, very similar when it came to the gameplay of those two games. And especially considering that Brave Exvius was back behind a big IP like Final Fantasy, so maybe that was it. But then I saw a very interesting thing here, where the following words were said by Eiji Takahashi himself on Twitter. It's all due to my incompetence. Who the heck is Eiji Takahashi? And he was actually the founder of Brave Frontier. So overall, I'm having a mixed response. I'm excited to finally jump into the world of Brave Frontier and experience this game for the first time that is hopefully going to be as good.
So I was going to look up that new Final Fantasy game, and I found this free game on Steam. I thought I'd let you know. If by any chance you're watching this in July 17th, 2026, here's a free game. Go add it to your account. Another free game, you know what I mean?
Is the original, so I can see what all you guys were raving about and see if it truly is the king that y'all speak of. Because one thing that I do love so much,
this was my first gacha game. I didn't know what a gacha game was. I knew what Final Fantasy was. I played a lot of Final Fantasy and Pokemon as a kid, and when I found this, I was like, oh my god, best game I've ever played.
About Brave Frontier, Grand Summoners, Brave Exvius whenever it was out, Last Claudia, is the fact that they're portrait mode games. I am someone who came from a time of mobile games where that's mainly what they were. They were just portrait mode games. They weren't all this landscape stuff. They weren't these huge console releases. They were these cool games that were usually, you know, a bit simpler, maybe had some type of gimmick going on, and it made me really fall in love with them. So adding another one to the repertoire here, or bringing another one back from the dead, is really cool to me, because I think this would be really dope. Now, I want to say that I feel like I'm in the minority here. In the current...
I just wanted to say, I'm very excited for this game. I can't wait for this game to come out. I'm going to play the hell out of this game. I'm going to stream the hell out of this game. I know it has nothing to do with anything, but I guess this is the game that killed the game that I love. And honestly, it does look like a massive improvement, bro. And I heard I heard in this one, this new one that's coming out, I can have this guy here on the team. I can have Cloud, Lightning from FF13, Noctis theoretically. Bro, I'm ungodly excited for this game, and I feel like nobody else is. I can't wait. I have to make a Final Fantasy video ASAP. It's funny because I was just really missing, you know, Brave Frontier, and now I'm learning the history of this new game that I'm pretty excited to come out. Right? It's cool.
Gacha landscape.
I can't believe Love and Death Space and Wuthering Waves is better than Genshin. I need to start back up the tribalism. I need to make Genshin some money.
I truly don't know
why Genshin is better than Wuthering Waves video coming as soon as possible.
If Brave Frontier can exist and have a good lifespan necessarily. I don't know if it can be very profitable, just for the simple fact that this type of mobile gaming I think is come and gone. You know, the new peeps, they don't really care about this. They're all off playing ZZZ and Honkai Star Rail or whatever else they might be playing or gooning to at this point. I think the only relevant like portrait mode game that really goes crazy still is like Nikkei. And I don't think that a game like Brave Frontier is going to have that same pull as Nikkei did. Maybe by word of mouth and just like how dedicated the original fandom was, it's possible that this game does do really well. But if they flop even a little bit, it's like, why even bring it back? Why even waste the resources to do all this to bring it back back if you kind of just are looking at it as a cash grab, which I know is kind of ironic to say because, you know, most gacha games are looked at as cash grabs, but we all know there's a bit of substance there. There's a bit more than just gambling most of the time. Hopefully there's more than just gambling in your game. As long as you're not playing like Demon Sun, for an example, that game needs to be taken to court, by the way. They can't get away with this. But you guys let me know down below in the comment section what you all think about Brave Frontier being back. I would love for this game to succeed. I would love for this game to come out and just be an absolute banger, to really be something there for a lot of the OG fans. Also, allow it to be something that is gonna bring in new people.
It was free to play back in the day. If they re-release it free to play, I will stream it, I will promote it, I'll play the hell out of it. I miss this game. I know that we have this new Final Fantasy game coming out, which is basically a better version of the mobile game we're talking about. But there are huge differences. I mean, from what I can tell, you're stuck as this blonde guy. And I like this blonde guy here way more than all of the starter sprites in Brave Frontier. I do. I think this guy's infinitely more aura. He reminds me of Dante from Devil May Cry, but like blonde, so I can kind of self-insert myself into him, you know? I think that character is infinitely more cooler than these starter characters. However, the portrait mode, this UI was so goated, bro. I don't like the new UI. The new UI, it sucks. Everything I'm seeing in this video, right? This new UI, I hate it. Brave Frontier 2, I'm not a fan of the UI because it's not what I was playing. I was playing this, you know, and this is what it looked like, bro. I'm pretty sure I had this character too, by the way. This knight, Zephu, he reminds me of a Dragoon from old FF a lot. Bro, so if apparently 2027 this game's coming out, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. If it is, I'm gonna stream it. I'm gonna play the hell out of it. I love this game. Look at this art style. Like, just this Darkblade Zephyr here. He looks so cool. This Darkblade Zephyr, his sprite and his like drawn, you know, UI, it's honestly competing with this easily to me. Like, you know, they kind of look like almost out of the same game, but this one's a bit more pixelated. They're both good. I want to play both of these games. This is the video about Brave Frontier. I played this game. I love this game. I want this game to succeed. I want this game to come back out. I love this game, man. This other game, I'm very excited for, but it's gonna do well regardless. I'm gonna play the hell out of this too. I don't know which one I'm more excited for. I'm gonna play this a lot. I'm gonna stream this a lot. This is $50. I can't wait for it to come out. I hope this comes out. I don't think it's gonna. I would play it a lot, man. I really like this game.
I think it'd be really cool and just an insanely dope game for the gacha scene, and kind of a bit of a breath of fresh air, if you will.
It was so free to play friendly. I never spent a dime, bro. I had so many characters.
They just truly don't make them like this no more, you know? They don't. If you were playing gacha games back then, or just mobile games in general back then, you know what I'm talking about. They just don't make them like this anymore. Rest in peace, my goats.
Please bring back Brave Frontier. Please bring back Brave Frontier, bro. I love this game. Listen, this was mostly it, but your characters would evolve. They had like 3-stage evolutions, all of them, right? And then the backgrounds would be different. The bosses and the enemies were really cool. You could get new characters, you know, swap your existing party members. This unicorn just looks like a standard enemy. There was like a, you know... I want this game back so bad. Oh man, I missed this, dude. I want to get a good pause. I want to get like a good. Oh man, no. On the boss would have been good. Am I gonna have to make my own thumbnail? I really don't want to. I want to steal one from this video. I want to steal a thumbnail. Oh man, look at this anime girl, look at this art style. Bring this game back. Bring it back, bro. I feel like I remember doing this tower. 2 out of 7. We need to get to 7 out of 7. Let's get to 7 out of 7. Where's the boss? That's pretty good. I like that. Guys, leave a like, subscribe. I'm about to post like 10 videos. Drop, subscribe. I think. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video so I can make more. Peace and blessings.
Thanks for watching. Making us money like what could go wrong, 'cause I know you've been jamming to my song. I know you